Watching Christian Hillman's interrogation, you can feel the arrogance radiating off him. An 18-year-old kid thinking he's untouchable, calling a seasoned detective bro. It's chilling how detached he seems from the life he's taken. How does someone so young become so entitled? This case isn't just about a crime, it's about a mindset that led to tragedy. Let's dive into how Christian's choices unraveled a family forever.
You walked up in here, you're talking to my partner, calling him bro. He's over twice your age. You should be calling him sir.
This is 18-year-old Christian Hillman, who has been hit with a brutal reality check.
You're a kid, and you need to grow up, young man.
Sir, can you please stop raising your voice?
No, I will not, because you know what? You are not going to tell me what to do. Do you understand? I will file a complaint on it. Go ahead, do it.
In September 2016, a haunting image surfaced the internet. The image of Christian staring into the camera with blood-stained hands. Just weeks earlier, a confrontation would take place, which would leave the victim gurgling in his own blood and with severe brain damage. Now, as Hillman sat in the interrogation room, his spoiled, entitled nature became painfully clear.
Can you give me a double mattress? Can I put these handcuffs on? Can I get an attorney in here? Yeah. The actual story of what happened tonight. Me and my buddies, we were riding. And all of a sudden, this guy in this truck just pulled up behind me. And he started,
You were on what? What were you driving?
What was I driving?
Yeah.
I was driving the CCR 230.
Okay.
You gotta look that bike up, nice man.
I will.
It's nice, man. But anyhow, the guy in the truck pulled up behind me. He started blaring his horn at me. And I had no idea why.
The guy Christian mentions is none other than 64-year-old William McFarlan. On September 29th, like any other normal day, McFarlan was returning home to Atla, Michigan from a peaceful fishing trip. And what should have been an ordinary journey.
What do you mean you stop and ask? Like you talk to him or you're just kind of giving emotions?
Yeah, I was like, what do you do? He was like, he wouldn't go by me. He just kept riding my ass. So basically, I stopped for a second, and he started getting all mad and getting out of the car and everything. And I was like, I don't want trouble and anything. And he put his hands around my neck. And there was a thorough ass beating after that.
Okay.
Honestly, I feel like I was in self-defense, though.
You feel like what?
Self-defense, though, because he really did attack me first.
Okay.
He carefully crafts his words, attempting to paint himself as the victim, a role he's far from deserving. With a casual demeanor, he seems confident that his story is fooling the detectives, but what he doesn't realize is that there were witnesses who saw the horrifying incident unfold right before their eyes.
What did I do?
Oh, no, he was already down the street. He didn't see it happen, but he pulled right up at the last second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he really didn't.
Christian's self-defense story feels like a desperate script. He claims William attacked him, but witnesses saw the truth. A brutal assault in a church parking lot. It's infuriating to hear him dodge accountability, acting like he's the victim. The nerve to demand a double mattress while a man lies dying? That's not just entitlement. It's a complete disconnect from reality. What drove Christian to this point? Was it his upbringing or something darker?
Basically what happened is I asked him, like, why are you following me? Like, why are you, because I pulled over into a church parking lot to let him go by, and he stopped. And then I honestly think he was intoxicated.
Mm-hmm.
Because he got out and he was slurring his words and everything.
He pulled over and you said he got out of the truck?
Yeah, he got out of the truck, and he was like, what are you going to do? And
What does this guy look like? Is he, like, young dude or?
No, he was like maybe 35, 40.
Okay.
And he got out of the car and he put
Big guy or small guy?
Oh, he was a big dude. But he got out of the car and he put his hands around my neck like he was trying to strangle me.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, he was talking a lot of stuff.
Christian thinks he's outsmarting everyone, convinced that his story of self-defense will protect him. He is in the oblivion that in the church parking lot, many eyes witnessed his brutal act. Among them was the person who called the police. having seen Christian and his friends in the act.
And County 911, where's the emergency?
We got a guy down on the road. There was some kind of altercation with a motorcycle. It looks like he was assaulted by a guy on a bike.
So he's unconscious?
So he puts his hands around your neck, and
Like, it was like a really hard, it wasn't just like a plate, like he was trying to strangle me.
and then what did you do?
Well, like I used to be an ex-heavyweight boxer. So he hit me in the face once, and then I just lost my.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like, I really feel bad about it. Like I really don't like resorting to violence. Like I hate violence, man. But I just lost my temper.
Well, what did you do? I mean, you lost your temper. Did you yell at him? Did you spit on him? I don't know what that means. I wasn't there. So you lost your temper. What did you do? Explain the beatdown. What was the beatdown?
Well, basically, he tried to pick me up. He was like, "Oh, I could guarantee you he was intoxicated."
Okay.
And he got out of the car and he was like, what are you gonna do? Tried to put his hands on my neck and everything, grab my neck. So I got him off me and I hit him in the face a few times. He started to like stumble down.
With what?
With what?
What'd you hit him with?
My hands.
Okay. Okay.
And then basically after that, I kept hitting him and I was telling him to please stay down before I have to hurt you more. Like, I really don't like hurting people, but he was going to hurt me if I didn't stop it.
Okay.
So I just had to completely make sure, like, he was immobilized. He couldn't hurt me. He couldn't hurt my friends.
Your friends. Who's your friends?
Just if any other one of my boys would have pulled up, like, I don't want him freaking out at him either. Like, I caused the situation. I take, like, full responsibility for my actions.
Mm-hmm. So all you did was punch him, and when he was on the ground, you kept punching him.
Yeah.
That's all? Were you punching him in the face, in the foot, in the arm? I don't. Where was you hitting him?
Well, I kind of lost control for a second, to be honest with you, officer.
Okay.
But like I think,
So then it sounds like you gave him a beatdown, is the way you described it, right?
Yeah.
And then how did it end? What happened at the end?
Christian, he's still driving, like, stop, like, answer your phone, and he's like, this dude's unconscious. I was like, what? This dude's unconscious. So I'm like, what? So I pull up some more, and I see this, like, truck with its, hazards going off. I'm like, what the f? So I pull out. So let me ask you this. So you're on the phone with Christian as this is going on? Yeah. Okay. So you call him, he answers. He says this dude's unconscious. And I was like, what? And then I hung up, and I put it in my pocket, pulled up to see where he was, because then it was just like a bunch of like muffling. It sounded like he was going like this. And I finally saw the truck, so I pulled up, and he was like right there, and this dude's like laying there unconscious. And I'm like, dude! And he's like, dude, he choked me. And I was like, what? And I was like, we need to go, bro. You just knocked him out. Let's go, bro. And he's like, all right, bro, let's go. And he was like trying to like pick up his dirt bike, and like people started showing up, and he started like talking to all these people and everything. And I was just like sitting on the ATV like, what the fuck? And then he got on, and we just jetted back to his crib.
Okay. So you get back to his house.
Yeah.
Pull these things in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
And then what'd you guys do?
And we sat for about maybe an hour, smoked some cigarettes. Ate a little bit of food. And then we were like, I'm going to go back to my house. I'm like, sure. Go back to my house.
Okay. So what'd you guys talk about it? I mean, very dramatic story.
Yeah.
Very animated on what happened there. And then you're telling them, like, yeah, they went to the house, eat, smoke, and that was it. I mean, I got to imagine this is a pretty traumatic event.
Yeah,
you guys are sitting talking about what happened.
Yeah, what did he say? Christian said that he was driving, and the guy, like, got really close to the back of him. And he's always told me that it's, like, scary when someone gets to really close to the back of you on, like, a two-wheeler. Like, it's, they touch that back wheel, you're going to fall. So he starts pulling over, and the guy pulled over with him.
Hearing Noah's account hits hard. Even Christian's friend can't defend him. Kicking a man until he's unconscious, leaving him gurgling in a parking lot, it's inhuman. Noah's shaken voice shows even he knew this was wrong. Yet Christian fled, posting a photo of his bloodied hands like a trophy. How does someone celebrate such a horror? It makes you wonder what could have stopped this. Stricter parents, less enabling, or just a shred of empathy.
He's in for a surprise.
Y'all about to lock me up?
No, we need you to be completely honest with everything.
Oh, I'm being completely honest with you guys.
Okay. Not being completely honest with everything, okay? And I don't want to appreciate you're trying to come up with a story that, it was self-defense and this guy grabbed me by the neck, and I don't have the forms with me, but do you realize there was an event at the church when this whole thing took place? You were so angry you did not realize who was around, who was watching, who was listening. So, what I said earlier, and I know you're concerned, you said, I don't want to go, you got to be honest, okay? And I'm not yelling, screaming, I'm being just,
you're being cool, bro.
You got to be honest. I've done this job way too long to know, one, you're not giving us certain names because I think this might be your boy, you don't want to tell on your boy, blah, blah, blah. We're going to find out. So that's not going to help you out when we find, or if it was another couple guy, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the thing is, you're not being 100% honest, okay? Because there's two sides to the story, okay? One is yours. 2 and 3 is your buddies. 4 is the victim. So then you kind of look, all right, is the victim story going to match up to your story? But in this case, it's easy because we can take your story out and the victim story out, and we can talk to witnesses who don't know you and don't know the victim. So for a case like this, it's simple. I mean, we just talk to the witness. What'd you see? What'd you hear? Who did what? Who did what next? It's better than catching it on video because you have witnesses who don't even know you and don't know. It's different if I say, Christian, we got 2 witnesses. Well, who are they? Well, it's the victim's cousins. Well, then that doesn't make sense. Of course, they're going to say, you did this. These are church folks is leaving a church, driving off, and witness this whole thing go down. And you guys didn't realize that they're standing watching this thing go down. They watched what you did, what you guys did. They heard what was said and what happened, and that's how we ended up there. It's because they were the ones that called 911.
Understandable.
So your story is not even close to what these witnesses, these poor folks, saw. It's not true.
Can I get an attorney in here? Something's got me super up. Well, right now I am in the Kent County Police Department. I am chained to the floor, and they were refusing me to give me an attorney.
Well, we have to hire one. What did they charge you with?
No, this is the thing, Dad. Like, literally, they will not get me a public appointed attorney, and that's their job.
Because we can afford one. They don't have to get you one after they're ready.
All right, well, you're not staying in jail tonight. I'm sorry. Like, somebody's going to have to bail me out.
I don't know who for.
Yeah, you damn sure can.
What are you arrested for?
Well, for to get in a fight with that dude. I shouldn't even brought my ass down here. They're trying to pull that good cop, bad cop. That's hilarious. They think they got that shit all figured out. Like there's some OGs or something. I'm 12. I don't give a fuck about them niggas.
Christian, come on now. You know, you're letting things work for yourself. Just talking like that.
No, the only problem, this is what I'm not understanding here, is they will not give me an attorney which is supposed to be present during this time. They have me shackled to the floor. I am not violent. I have no weapons. They have me chained to the floor.
Christian, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know when we can get you an attorney. It's the middle of the
All right, well, you're gonna have to come putting up with this bullshit much longer. I'm cussing these cops out. They think they're all really bad. They're really not.
All this and just get you in a lot more trouble.
No, I got freedom of speech. I can say whatever the I want to those niggas.
Well, Christian, you're gonna be like that. I can't help you. I can't help you. You're gonna just get more trouble.
All right, well, I need somebody to come bail me out.
Well, if you can, I'll have to call my office if it's going on.
All right, I'm.
Listening to how he talks to his father, it's clear that he's used to having everything his way. This entitled attitude isn't just a coincidence, it's a direct result of his upbringing. Watch closely how he also talks to his mother, exposing the root of his arrogance and sense of entitlement.
Hello?
Want to come down to the police station?
Well, I have the detectives here right now.
All right, well, what are they saying to you, and what are they searching?
For the clothes that you wore.
The clothes that were? Oh, you left them in the house.
So they have a warrant?
Oh, they had a warrant?
Yeah. I'm sure they don't want to wear your dirty underwear.
All right, no.
This is not a laughing matter. I know. I'm sorry, Christian.
Yeah, like, I'm really pissed.
Christian's calls to his parents are gut-wrenching, not for sympathy, but for the entitlement. He demands bail, an attorney, even a double mattress like he's at a hotel. His parents' refusal to challenge him speaks volumes. This isn't just a kid in trouble, it's a product of unchecked privilege. A man is dead, a family shattered, and Christian's worried about his comfort? It's a stark reminder. Accountability starts at home, or it ends in tragedy.
I need help more. I need a lot more help than what they're doing right now.
Yeah, listen, I can't leave. I can't even go downstairs in the basement or anything.
Why?
Because they're doing a search. Whereabouts are you anyhow?
I am at the Kent County Jail right now.
Is that the one? Kent County,
Like I'd go knock on the door, but these bitches have me so the chain can't even reach the door to knock on it.
Oh.
Yeah, I just really need you down here.
Okay. So I can't leave right now. I can't leave. These guys are doing their job, and I can't leave. You know? And my phone is dying, by the way.
Really need you to be here.
So are you at the Kent County Jail House?
Yes.
That's what you call it?
Well, actually, damn it, hang on. I'm up. This is going to be a struggle. Listen, Mama. Well, I'd rather not. I'd rather have to come.
I am going to.
You coming down here?
Yes, I am. As soon as I get a chance, I will.
All right,
Everything comes on it. And you're at the Kent County.
It's Kent County? It's not like the sheriff's department. What's the precinct? Kent County Sheriff's Department. Kent County Sheriff's? Yeah, I'm at the Kent County Sheriff's Department. Bro, would you please get the out of the way? That's our policy. I understand, bro. Comfortable as hell, man. Yeah, sure. It's not made for comfort. All right, man. Yeah.
I do have to plug my phone in somewhere.
Okay, well, I really need y'all to come down here and bail me out.
Okay, I will.
All right, so when am I supposed to be seeing you?
Well, I don't know how long the gentleman will be here. So I don't know.
My phone's on a low battery right now too, and I'm pretty much.
Okay, well, hang up the phone and then I'll come down. If there's still things that I don't know, and I'm going to keep it that way. That
So we do feel that, we got justice, and we were happy that, the jury saw that, second degree is what they should have gone with. But, still, it's just a terrible situation.
As we conclude this unsettling case, we are left with
The verdict brings some justice, but nothing heals the McFarlan family's pain. Jason's words about losing his fishing partner, his dad, cut deep. Christian's 1 to 2 years in prison can't undo the brutality or bring William back. This case leaves us asking, was Christian doomed by his environment, or was this cruelty in him all along? It's a haunting question about responsibility and redemption. Let's honor William by reflecting on how we raise the next generation.